Hey guys, what's up? It's your girl. I'm back at it again with another vlog. So, without further ado, make sure you press the like button, subscribe, comment, do what you gotta do. Do what you do. Do what you do. So, yeah. I've Hey. So, basically, the topic I want to talk about is community and like how we're all part of different communities where we work, friend groups, social groups, whatever, sports, uh, um, and my church, I actually went to like a service specifically for people, students, whatever, people who were 18, between the ages of 18 and 25. They had just like launched a new series at my church, and I was like, okay, like let me go. Like I was actually interested in going and see what it like, see what it was, you know. Um, so basically, it so happened to be like on that day, the topic was community and how what our role as Christians are in different communities in the world and just in social classes and our friend groups, whatever, right? And other relationships as well. Um, anyway, um, I pastored that morning because the service was like around 7 o'clock at night. My church, whoa. My pastor that morning had preached about the types of friends that you would want to have in your life, right? You wouldn't want to have a friend who was always okay with whatever you're doing, not really telling you what's right or what's wrong, like what's okay, what's not, like you're actually like basically holding you accountable. Like, you don't want friends that won't hold you accountable. He put it in a way that was like kind of interesting to me. Or it was like you want to have friends that like you but aren't really all that impressed with you. Meaning you don't want friends that are going to always tell you yes, be your yes man all the time when your actions are clear, when sometimes your actions aren't really in the right sometimes. Um, so yeah, like I thought that really stuck with me that day, and until today. How you doing? And forevermore. Who knows? Who knows? So basically, when I went to this service, circling back, at night, I had come into a group of women that we were able to talk about the type of communities that we had been a part of, that we had been through, that we've been with, and just decided to part ways for whatever reason, and just kind of talk about why and like what the future, like how it can be better in the future, in these communities, right? I wanted to like backtrack just a little bit because I have been going to this church for a long time, and I like recently, hadn't been there as often just because I've been in school. So since I don't go to school in the area, I wasn't here. Um, but basically, the narrative that I had before coming to the service wasn't very good for this church, or like for my basically for my whole hometown, basically, because the people that I was involved with at the time, I later found out were not very good people. That comes out, and that's in any type of group, social group. There's like just always somebody that you like really aren't really okay with, or you think you're okay with, but you're really not, and it's just like, okay, thanks for that. I just leave that as God kind of telling me, or just revealing to me who this person actually was and who they were from the start. And now I can no longer deal with them because I'm at peace with that type of thing. So yeah, but basically I wanted to go back to the service just to rewrite that narrative. I don't want to constantly think that my hometown is like this horrible place that I grew up in. Like, I really wanted to change that narrative, so I decided to go. So now we're in the service. We're here. We're doing it. I wanted so what I really appreciated was already the atmosphere was different from what I remembered. I walked in and I really felt like I was welcomed, and that's kind of what I was, kind of what I always wanted. You know, wherever I went to. I'm gonna cry. Hold on, I was not expecting that. Give me a second. This is a horrible time. Why am I crying? I'm trying to put on makeup. Not good. Not good. So yeah, I wanted to rewrite the narrative that I had in my head about my hometown. So I decided to come back, like, you know, like they're under new management and all that stuff. Like, yeah, we just got a new student pastor and all that stuff. So I wanted to kind of come in and just, you know, experience it because it just seemed like it was a really cool thing. It was really cool. So and what I also appreciated about this service was that they invited vulnerability. Give me a second. So, like I was saying, I like the fact that they invited vulnerability. Like, they left the space open for us to be vulnerable, and that's something that I really appreciated. I don't know if anybody's like me, like it, where you're like, it's hard for me to really open up to people just because of, like, you know, past experiences where it just didn't go well, or like you just weren't, like, I guess you didn't read the room well, and like people are like, I don't know why you said that, you know, like basically just wasn't taken well, right? So, you know, coming into that on my first day, I was like, I don't know if I can do that, but we'll see, we'll see. It did help though that I did have somebody there that I knew for a long time, so it was nice to be in a group with her at least. So I was like feeling some type of comfortability. But you know, I didn't really know most of the girls that were there, which is okay. It's okay. So basically, like I said, we're talking about community and why do I keep saying it like that? We're talking about community, and I I got, I want to say like a vision or like a memory. I'll say a memory because it wasn't more like a vision. It was a memory of all of the friendships and relationships and whatever communities that I was involved in growing up, and how it affected me to who I am today, right? I was able to share like a story, I guess like a situation where like I would have friends who um, would kind of like invite me everywhere at one point, but then after a while, I felt like I didn't really exist. Um, and like, when you're in college, like your friends are like, hey, do you want to go here? Do you want to go here? But after a while, it's like, okay, I can't really go because I have homework. You know, I can't really go because we're in school, we're in college, I have stuff to do, like, and all stuff. So, I was sharing basically incident where I was living with these few girls, and it kind of felt like I wasn't really a part of the friendship that was like the friend group that we said that we had. I guess it was kind of like it was just a word, not really. It wasn't really true. And I kind of saw that, like, just being from the, like, going from the outside looking in, just watching them, and like watching how, like, what the environment that was being created, and I was like, we're not. Well, I didn't feel like I was a friend to them. I just felt like I was somebody that needed to fill up a room so that we could have that so that they could live together. Um, and ultimately, like that whole situation was not the best, but we're moving past it. We're moving past it. And you know, I shared how, just being more specific, I shared how like whenever I would be in my room, right, they would, I would basically find out that they left when they come back. Like I would be like, oh, you got like, you know, just kind of like feeling a little left out by the people that I'm living with every day. Um, and I just don't think that you should call me a friend if you're not really going to include me in like anything, or at least ask if I want to be a part of it. They weren't really asking. It was kind of like, hey, we're gonna be out, and I was like, okay, cool, and then they leave. Mind you, I have no plans. I'm literally just sitting in my room sometimes and not doing anything, and they're out, and it's kind of like when I shared that story, they were like, well, they like that doesn't sound like a very good, you know, situation, and I was like, yeah, I finally realized that after the first semester of them, like of us living together. So I was like, yeah, I don't think. I was like, I really don't think you guys are really friends with me. Like, you're definitely friends with each other. It's just, I don't think you're friends. Like, I don't think I don't think it extends outside of your outside of their bubble. So so basically, I decided to separate and not be friends with them anymore because I don't want to constantly be in an environment or with people where I don't feel accepted or like included, I guess. Um, and I'm not trying to say like that invite me to everything. It's just, you know, it helps me know that I have value to, like, that our friendship has value if you at least ask. Give me the chance to say no if I want to, if I have to. Um, you know. So yeah. It just got me thinking how sorry, let me go back to the actual topic at hand here. It just got me thinking about how, you know, our role, like how my role can be signified. I'm not trying to sound like a conceited person. I'm really just trying to say, like, sometimes the environment that you're in doesn't really serve you. The community that you're a part of doesn't always serve you, and it's okay to leave. You know, it's okay to separate yourself if you find out that this community that I'm in isn't really helping me in a certain, and it isn't really helping you in a certain way, and you don't see any opportunities to help others as well either. Um, and that's basically where I was at with them. I was just like, okay, I don't know. I was like, I'm kind of stuck here, so I'm going to leave and help myself and just make the decision to leave. Um, and then like that was one instant, and then there were like other like flashes, I guess you can say, where it was like I was kind of just remembering all of the friendships that I had as a kid, and other people that I've been in contact with. It was kind of just like I've always been. I don't say always been. I've been in situations where the people that I was around weren't helping me, and if I tried to offer my help, it wasn't taken, it wasn't reciprocated. So I at the time I didn't really have a choice to leave. Like I still had to go. It was either like in school, where like I'm like 12, I ain't 12, like 8, 9 years old, or like I didn't have a car to drive me away from wherever I was. But eventually we stopped going um, to those like camps and stuff, and to the school because, you know, age out, and just I chose to go a different route. So the point of this whole rant, this whole video, was to talk about. I think I've already repeated this like 17 times, but um, get with people that want to benefit you, that want to help you, that want to help you grow, and also be and also like be open to the help. Also be open to the accountability, which that leads me to another point. So my pastor that morning had preached about having friends, and I believe I feel like I'm going in a circle with this thought because I feel like I said this already, but I'm not sure. Basically, like having friends that like you but aren't all that impressed with you. Just to reiterate that. That's basically what it means. Like have friends that hold you accountable and also be willing to be open to receiving the accountability. Because a lot of times I feel like people ask for accountability, and then when people get them when that person that they're asking to give it to them, to give the accountability, gives it to them. I think I just confused myself. Basically, the person they're asking for accountability from to give like does what they need to do to keep them accountable, and we don't like they don't know how to receive it. I feel like we need to apart from asking for accountability, we also need to be able to receive it because a lot of times I see like we as Christians don't know how to receive accountability, but we're always asking for it. Like please Lord, let me know what like please keep me accountable. And when there are instances, there are people in our lives that do that, we're like, oh, stop. Like, Lord, why are you against me? What is happening? Why are all these people against me? It's like, no, it's like they're just trying to help you. It's like sometimes it's just God answering your prayer of, hey, keep me accountable, and you're just not seeing it because you don't know how to receive it. You don't know what it looks like. So, yeah, just hope, just make sure that you're able to be open to accountability. Um, so, yeah. I thought I'd be done by now, but I'm talking and doing this at the same time. So, um, I just felt the need to like talk about this because it's been on my mind for a while. Um, I just felt like there are some people who just need a better community to be a part of. That's kind of why I started going to, where I'm going to start going to this like young adult meeting because I'm looking for a new community. And hopefully be with people that can hold me accountable. I can find an accountability partner that can like kind of lead me in the Word of God and like let me know, like help lead me in the Word of God, not put all the responsibility on them, but and um, just like have people in my life that value my friendship, value my time, my community, my company, I should say. It's just I'm tired of. I'm also like this is also to say, sorry, boobs. Hi. It's also to say that I'm just kind of tired of the way that life has been going for me, um, and I do recognize that like at some point it is my fault as well, um, because I also found that the spirit of loneliness can get loud sometimes, right? I'm sure a lot of people have dealt with it or are dealing with it, and it has affected the way they choose friendships, the way they choose relationships, and I've seen this pattern before where it's like people are settling for others. It'll be a friendship, relationship, like romantic, work, whatever, just because of loneliness or like desperity, desperosity. They feel a little desperate for like company, for a job, whatever, so they kind of take whatever. Um, so they basically just kind of take whatever is available and kind of just hope that it works out for the better. And I found myself doing that with mainly my friendships and relationships. Like I found that the spirit of loneliness is actually very loud sometimes, and it can be hard to rebuttal those thoughts or those feelings because it can be strong. Um, so, ooh, so with that being said, um, yeah, kind of just using this as a release of like I'm starting new with some new friends, a new mindset, a new look at life. Like I'm just don't want to keep having the same mentality and then hoping things will be different. Make sure those eyebrows are even. So yeah, that's basically it. That's all I got. So if you guys, I hope I didn't like repeat myself too much. I feel like I did, but it is what it is. I talk sometimes. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this vlog. I'm actually gonna finish whatever this is. I thought I'd be finished by the time I was done talking, but apparently it's hard to talk and do makeup at the same time. So, or maybe I just didn't have a lot to talk about. It is what it is. So I hope you guys enjoyed this vlog. And if you have any like points to talk, like you want to talk about or something you want to share, please comment. Like I really do hope that you feel welcome to do so. Or at least just I guess a comment about like what I was talking about. It doesn't have to be personal. If you're not comfortable with that, please don't. If you're not comfortable with it. And yeah, if you made it this far, please comment, subscribe to the channel, like it if you really want to. And yeah, I'll see you on the next one. Bye. Oh, and thanks for listening. If you did listen to the, yeah. I guess I was included in if you didn't, if you made it this far. So I'm gonna go now.